Hi, traveling peoples! For today's vlog, we will be trying acupuncture in the metro. Let's start by meeting our certified acupuncturist, Mr. Vas Bismarck.
Hi everyone, my name is Vas Bismarck. I'm a certified acupuncturist based here in Manila. I started doing acupuncture back in 2016. I was doing a lot of medical missions with senior acupuncturists, and I was also helping facilitate, overseeing practicums for new upcoming acupuncturists in La Consolacion, Mendiola. And as of last year, I opened up my own clinic here in Shaw Boulevard. I started studying Chinese medicine or traditional Chinese medicine in multiple places. I learned my acupuncture here in Manila. I learned my Qigong in Thailand, and I learned my Tai Chi in China. My motivation for doing this business is actually helping people with pains. So I see a lot of people who are very much dependent on synthetic painkillers to address pains which can be easily treated with acupuncture. So I'm just trying to provide an alternative and helping a few people on whatever capacity I can, using acupuncture to replace that pain management program. Acupuncture works by optimizing the body's ability to heal itself. So you don't have to be sick in order to have a treatment with acupuncture. You can actually just come for an acupuncture treatment if you want to get some form of relaxation, similar to massage. So for those interested in coming for an appointment or doing an acupuncture treatment here in my clinic, you can message me on my socials on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's Vas Bismarck, so VASBISMARK. You can contact me using my cell phone number as well, 0917-595-3257. My clinic here is based, the clinic address is at LG14, Cityland Shaw Tower, St. Francis Corner, Shaw Boulevard, here in Mandaluyong City.
So, traveling peoples, let's start. First, he interviewed me, checked how am I feeling and possible symptoms that I have. He also checked my pulse and my tongue.
With regards to the diagnostic for Nat, his pulse and his tongue were showing signs of liver and heart, like excess energy. So the TCM pattern or diagnosis for it is actually liver yang rising or heart fire. This pattern is usually caused by a few factors. Number one is lack of sleep, which causes the cooling system in the body not to produce enough water to calm the heart. So he does do a lot. He does a lot of work at night, and it's something more of a habit that he's been doing for quite some time. So he did mention that he is having some sleep issues, falling asleep and staying asleep, especially at nighttime. So his weekends, even though he's not working, he is still staying up late. Presentation-wise, on the symptoms of excessive heat, liver yang rising or heart fire actually manifests in cranial headaches, so which is top of the head, which the patient did confirm. and also manifestations such as nightmares and vivid dreams. Advice is that he should try to get more sleep. With acupuncture, it can help facilitate better sleep and falling asleep better. Just trying to get back into, sleeping during night and staying awake during the day. So that's really the prescription on what would be advisable so that he avoids further wear and tear on this particular meridian, which could lead eventually into a situation of having hypertension. In connection to the headache, like when you talk about headaches in Western medicine, the cure for headache is generally a paracetamol or an ibuprofen. So what happens is that it helps negate the headache, right? So in Chinese medicine, when we use acupuncture, we have treatment protocols. There's 5 variations on what causes the headache. So in his case, he is complaining of a cranial headache, which is top of the head. So this area, the head is dissected into different parts, especially with headaches. So if he's having a headache on this part, it means to say that it's something in connection with the heart. If he is having a temporal headache, which is roughly here at the temple, okay, it means to say that it's a liver gallbladder issue. Back of the head indicates a kidney issue, and the forehead indicates a stomach issue, and then also the cheekbones around the eyes is more of a lung issue. So the nature of the headache is very important for us to decipher what points to use. So in his condition, we need to release heat, and we need to calm the energy that is in his heart meridian, and that will ultimately resolve the headache. So acupuncture works by stimulating acupuncture points. So what are acupuncture points? Acupuncture points are energy centers along the meridian lines where qi flows. Qi is a unique term in Chinese medicine, which is translated to life force or life energy. And this energy is a governing type of energy that helps regulate body functions. It activates body functions, so it's very much akin to like electricity. It powers organs, it powers the cells. Qi is what acupuncture targets, and where qi goes, blood follows, and where blood follows, there are also nutrients and there are also fluids. So acupuncture treatments focuses on the flow of qi. So where there is blockage, there is pain. When we remove the blockages, then we're able to treat the illnesses or the diseases caused by the blockage itself. So think of acupuncture points like on-off switches for different functions inside the body. So we help stimulate the body's ability to self-regulate. We stimulate the body's ability to heal itself. So it works by correcting imbalances in terms of circulation, and boosts circulation around the body for optimal health. So a few fun facts with acupuncture. Okay, a lot of misconceptions are that we still boil needles and reuse needles. So that was very much practiced a long time ago. So today we have single-use needles, very much disposable. It comes in sterilized packaging and can be opened, and it comes in its own gadget. Once used, it is disposed of and disposed correctly and thrown safely, and melted back for repurposing for other purposes. Okay, so in terms of sanitary questions in terms of Are the needles clean? Are there any issues with the needles? Are they big? Does it hurt? The question is, does it hurt? When it comes to acupuncture, the needles are 15 times smaller than your dermal needles. You mean to say it's really, really thin. It's about 2 to 3 strands of hair, and it's only that thin. So when you insert it, you'll only feel a prick of the skin, so it's very much akin to an ant bite without the itching. So it's really not that painful. Although there are sensations after the insertion, sometimes you would experience a little bit of tingling. Some would experience like a little bit of electrical current, as they say. It crawls through, or a crawling sensation, numbness or heaviness, but not necessarily sharp stabbing pain as most are fearful of.
Trust me guys, it's not painful. And if you are like me who believes in the holistic benefits of acupuncture and how it can support your health, book now a session with Mr. Vas Bismarck by sending him a DM on his social media pages. And on his social media pages, you can also see the link where you can book him through calendly.com. Is Vas Bismarck. You may also invite him for wellness talks or corporate events in your company for a reasonable rate. Till we see again, traveling peoples, like and subscribe!